I know that that's the red power that goes to the dip switch, and that needs to connect onto there. I've already put a female coupling onto there, so I need to put a male coupling onto this one, and it's a matter of just passing it through, just like I showed you. Just show that again. So you just pass the wire through. Oop. Then get your crimping tool, put it on the red one, make sure it's nice and safe, nice and home. Ooh. And then crimp it up. 1, 2. So that's now crimped in, and I know that that goes onto there for the main power, and there we go. That's our first junction and power lead on. Now these two need to go to the headlight. One wire is live and the other one is earth, and just like before, push it all the way home. Crimping tool. One, 2. Nice and home. Dip switch. So we'll label everything up so that we always know which is what. Make it nice and tidy. So we know that that one is dip switch. Going to make another one here for dip switch headlight power. Make another one because I forgot to do it. This way I think it would make life so much more easier when you're trying to, if you ever have to fix things and think, what on earth, where does that wire go, what does this do? So I think it's a lot easier to do if we do it that way. There we are. Cut that off, that's the square. So we can always tell which wire goes what. And that one should say dip switch headlight, and I forgot to put the word bulb on the end. So I'll do it now. Again, forgot to say what it is, so it's dip switch headlight live, and then I've got a dip switch headlight earth. Which I'll do for the black one when I've done it. So let's take this one off again. Like I say, really, yeah, I think I've done that one wrong. So what I can do, get rid of that. Dip switch headlight bulb live. So let's put it on there. A little bit halfway around. I suppose you could get some white tape or something or other, couldn't you, really, and write your own labels. Just lucky that I bought this from the job that I was doing, and it makes life a lot easier. Dip switch headlight bulb live, yep. And then this one is going to be dip switch headlight bulb earth, and that'll be smashing. Just get the pliers and I'll just crimp it. So again, let's get that onto there all the way home. Get the crimpers. And crimp one. Crimp two. Make sure that one's gone home. There you go. Whilst it looks really, oh my goodness, what all these different wires and things like that. To be honest, now every wire has been labelled, so anybody could pick it up and say, oh, where does that wire go? What does that wire do? And each one is labelled into correctly. So that knows exactly which wire goes where. So good, 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 good. And then eventually all those will get wired up, and then we'll do it. So next thing then is stop and have a. Okay, right. So the next one is the speedo light bulb that goes on here. So I just have to make sure that we've got enough cable in for when I go and, oh, ouch, do it. So the cable's going round. Let's see if I can, I don't know if you can see it there. There it is, look. So the cable's going from there down, round, and then up through the grommet and there. So I'm going to cut it off there. That'll give me enough cabling to play with. and I need two. So what I do is I need a black one, because that's as per the wiring diagram, and then I need a white one which I'm using for the earth. So get some white cable in, make sure it's about the same length. There, cut it off. Right, so what I now need to do is to turn this on. So what I'm doing now is the speedo, and as I said, there's the black line, the black wire that we've just done, that I've just cut, and then this one is translucent, but I haven't got any translucent, so I'm using white to be able to do it. So that would be then for the speedo light. So I'm going to now just do the see if I can do it, and just like before, I'm going to use the wire stripper. To clean up the ends. Really is a good gadget, this wire stripper. And then make the fittings. Now, I've ordered a new speedo light because the one that I had was not very good, and the only place I could get one from is India. So I'm waiting for that to come. So in between times I'll leave, well, I've got nothing to connect it into, so it doesn't make any difference what I'll leave really. So let me think, what have we got? We've got some red one. So we'll just check the circuit now, because we'll be putting some wires on that. And I bought this from Machine Mart. It's a very cheap circuit tester or multimeter. Just make sure that the wires are fine. Yep, that's cool. Turn that off. One done. Now let's do exactly the same for the blue. I mean, these things, they work on a ratchet, and you have to get it all the way home to release the ratchet to be able to do it. So let's check with the old circuit breaker. Circuit tester. Yep, everything's cool. So that we now know. That's the wires, isn't it, for the speedo. It's got a live and we've got an earth. So what I need to do is to get that black stuff again. slot the two wires in. I don't know what we could even do about that, can we? Pass them along. There we go. Then I'm going to do exactly the same as I did before, and I'm going to use some masking tape to waterproof it. That's what I will do. I'll just make it a little bit shorter so I can stick the labels on. So here we go. Let's see how we do it. Well, there you go. So let's turn it on. Speedo. Bulb. Power. And I'll need two, because one for either side. And then one for the earth. There you go. Take that off. Take that off. And know that the black is power. Speedo bulb power. And we'll do the other side while we're here. Because the last thing we want to do is get it mixed up, isn't it? That would really cause some headaches. Well labelled up. Next one, speedo bulb earth. Good. And there's one more to do. and then it'll be worth passing it round. Done. Now let's put it into the headlights channel. So dip switch headlight, rear, there we go. Speedo light, what you call it, power. So let's pass that one through the headlight. Here it comes. Yep, and the first one that's rear. See, that's the beauty about having this all labelled up, is there we are. Nice and tight, and that's the earth. So let's bring them up through there. Come on, up you come. Come on, up you come, up you come. And for now, there we go. Perfect. Not going to cause any bother for when it goes anywhere. And we know that that's another 2 wires connected. And that's the common earth for it to be done. And there we go. So that's the speedo waiting now for when we get there, and then the wires won't be as taut because the speedo bulb will be pushed down a little bit, and it'll just connect onto there, fit onto there, job done. So I'm gonna have to now take the tank off, because that's underneath there is going to be where the main power goes. It's going to run along the tank there across the crossbar, into the mudguard, under the mudguard, out to there, and then down the mudguard to there, and then down the mudguard to somewhere around here for it to pick up the alternator power from the engine. So in a minute, you don't want to see me just take it to pieces, but that's what it'll do.